Hello and welcome to Enor's webinar series. Today's topic is on measuring traffic and conversion in Google Analytics. I'm hoping to help you learn how not to only measure traffic but also to associate that traffic with something more meaningful, which is conversion, which could be it could be a sales, a transaction, a lead capture, some action on your site that is really important to you and to your business. A couple of housekeeping items on the agenda here. As far as the slides and the webinar, both will be archived and available to download on our site at enor.com. That is www.e-nor.com, e-nor.com. Have the agenda, as I said, we'll be discussing a sort of a case study, an example of traffic measurement, and then tying that to conversion. And also we'll have some ideas for you if you're once you're comfortable in measuring conversion, you can maybe look into other things for advanced analysis. Slide here from our marketing team. Quickly just give you some background. We're in Santa Clara in the Silicon Valley in California. Been in business since 2002. We are a Google Analytics authorized consulting firm, and we're also a Google Urchin reseller and a Google advertising, Google AdWords qualified company, among other things. And I won't spend a lot of time on this. I know you're here to learn more about analytics and not to learn about Enor. Looking at traffic, and we're looking at it. We'll be looking at some sample reports and doing a 6-month analysis. Looking at a date range from October 08 through end of March 09, and you'll see there's this very nice spike in traffic. From about 10,000 visits a month. We went up to about 40,000 during the peak of that spike, and you'll see that if you do. Looking at the reports in analytics, you'll see that there was over 100,000 visits, and speaking with the customer and understanding the customer's business, the spike from the sort of December time frame through February, that spike is attributed to 2 very effective marketing campaigns that the customer had taken advantage of. Now, is that sufficient? Looking at traffic by itself, is that good enough? The answer is not. We want you to look at conversions. We want you to look at, did I make money? Did I get more leads? Did my ROI improve? Those are the sort of things we'd like you to think about when it comes to measurement and analytics. So if we go now within Google Analytics and look at the number of online transactions, the assumption here is that you have set up your Google Analytics properly to track conversion, to track sales or online transactions in this case. And for the same time period from October 1st, 08 through end of March 09, you'll see that we had over 18,000 online transactions. This is the number of transactions. This is not a dollar value yet. Just showing you the number of transactions that took place. And again, that trend, that spike, it correlates well with the increase of traffic, which is a good thing. That means our marketing efforts did well, more or less. Now let's talk about the next step. How do we kind of monetize this? How do we get a number that we can review against our marketing cost and our ad spend and other the design, the copywriting, the project management. There's a lot of costs associated with getting an effective marketing campaign off the ground and get the campaign to perform. So we want to also look at this number of transactions, look at what we had before the campaign and after and during the campaign actually, and see look at the bottom line, look at the profitability, or look at the total revenue, and then do maybe some analysis on return on investment. So if you look at what we have here, we had an average monthly traffic visits about 12,000. That was before the marketing campaign. That was let's say September, October time frame. Now on the average, to make the math easy, and the average monthly online transaction for this client was about $250, and the average number of transactions was 1,100 transactions. So before the marketing campaigns took place, before we had that increase in traffic, on the average, we had the online sales were close to $300,000. To be exact, it was 1,100 transactions times the average transaction value of 250. It'll give us $275,000. So that was before any these two marketing campaigns took effect. Now, if you go during those marketing campaigns, what happened? We noticed on the average in that peak period, we had about 100% visitation lift from 12,000 visits to 24,000. So that's very good. We also had a noticeable increase in the number of online transactions, 400%. So we went from 1,100 transactions to 4,800, and then as far as the average value was still about the same. I guess we didn't try to do a whole lot of upselling. The goal was to just get more sales. And if you do the math, we'll get to a very nice lift in revenue here. We had 4,800 transactions times 250, which is the average transaction value, giving us $1.2 million worth of online monthly sales during, again, those months where we had the campaign turned on. Now that's a significant improvement from $275,000. So what is it that we want to look into? We want to look into where this traffic came from. We want to look into which maybe traffic source did better than another source. We want to look maybe which keyword did better. So all that can be done with advanced analysis, and obviously you would need to do some segmentation. Probably one of the most important things in analytics. And you can look at your traffic sources. Did my visitation lift, my increase in number of transactions, did it come from paid search? Did it come from organic search? Did it come from my email marketing campaign? Did I do a lot of offline marketing campaigns and I tracked them well, and then I can attribute some of that increase in revenue from those campaigns. It's all that requires a bit more digging, but the point of this short webinar is really to help our audience here understand that it's important to measure traffic, but it's also very important, and actually more important, to look at what kind of result, what kind of conversion, what kind of additional sales did we get from those marketing campaigns. And then the next step would be to do further analysis and find out which campaign really outperformed the rest and which campaign underperformed, so we can obviously avoid the latter and do more of the former. We can also look at maybe at geography and see where people are coming from, where visits are coming from and are generated, and then which geography is giving us a better conversion rate. We can also, with advanced analysis, we can look at different landing pages. We can try different offers, different specials. We can, run a tool like the Google Website Optimizer and try to even to improve our online transactions, our revenue numbers further, and get an improved bottom line. So that's it for our webinar for today. To summarize, measurement is really important, but we need to measure not just traffic but conversion. And then if you don't have an online and e-commerce type sales e-commerce website, you can obviously measure things like lead capture. You can look at things that are important to you on your site, maybe people viewing a demo or doing specific action, and then tie that to return on investment and see how you're doing as a business. So we hope that this information was helpful. We hope that you can take these measurement and conversion concepts and apply them to your own sites and improve the site behavior for your users and improve the bottom line for you and for your management. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact us at Enor Inc. We are at 408-988-0003, or you can email us at info@enor.com, info@e-nor.com. Thank you again, and have a good day. Thanks a lot.